Okay, we should be live. I see there's an excellent connection, so no doubt about it. Let's share the stream in the Discord. Okay. There we go. There we go indeed. Trader Cage first presented. There we go on this low. Beautiful. Beautiful to see. Now you can rip towards the data low. We can go towards this no wick low on the 1 hour or not. I mean, technical target if we're gonna put in a sell model, at least over here. But not bad at all. Yeah, I know. But when I put this in, the 4-hour candle was not yet made, so now we can update it. That's a pretty big drawn NQ right now, especially if you're gonna put in the stop. Also, if you're gonna put in the stop on the 4-hour, no confirmations of course, but this can be a pretty nice swing high right here. To trade towards at least the data low and maybe even lower from here, because this is a significant high to take out. Let's quickly see how New York is gonna destroy NQ. I see there are already rolling in some people. Great to have you here. If you have any chart requests or whatever, put them in the chat. We can go over them in a bit. Just curious what New York is gonna do on Nasdaq. So. Oh yes, already is pretty close to the data low. Also make sure to put in a like if you're here. Better for the algorithms, then we can maybe get in some more people here. The more the people, the more fun we will have on the charts and in this live stream. So a like is appreciated. Nice short Bitcoin, by the way. once again, if you have chart requests, now you have the chance to put them in already. Took out the equals. Stocks are chilling a bit, I see, not too crazy of an open. MicroStrategies is creeping towards the POI zone, so Azandar, hope you're well. CS, XPL will be good to look at. Okay. Thank you for your request. Good to have you here once again. Let's go over XPL. Don't know if I've already charted it. No. Pretty obvious demand, which can be a draw. But above that, we also have this demand. Yeah. Let's see if there's a nice range to draw in. Sure. The 1 hour we broke some structure towards the downside. It's the extreme liquidity off the range. Right now you just expect to leave open this high. We already rejected from the supply that was still left open. So surely we can go down from here. Also already some internal structure broken towards the downside. What can you test back? Not really any really clean supply on the lower time frame here. Yeah, what could be a plan here? there are more cleaner charts out there than this one. But of course, this or this is gonna be a POI zone. Right now it's looking more bearish than bullish because of this change of character towards the downside. As I said, you can expect to leave open this high. This is supply to do it from, to trade towards at least, well, this demand and maybe even this demand with taking out this liquidity and look higher from there. And right now locally, yeah, we have that 5-minute break towards the downside. This is not 50-minute structure. That is all the way over here. So then your move pretty much is already gone. And yeah, on the 5-minute, not really clean structure to reject from. And if we're not gonna respect this lower time frame structure break, we can still go higher. There's liquidity over here, or maybe even trade above the high once again. Look what we took out from the lows, pretty much everything is gone. So if we're gonna need more liquidity before putting in a low there, yeah, then you can go higher. But for now, if we're gonna leave open this high in combination with this high time frame break, your low time frame break here, we could possibly go lower, and then from this demands we can look higher again. Can you chart Apex? Sean, I don't think I've seen you here before. Welcome. Let's grab the Bybit chart. Oh, okay. Let's do it on the MACD one then. I mean, yeah, there's not any candles that push through here. But normally this would have been supplied to bring you lower. Right now, after I don't even know what this gap means, a new listing or something, whatever. But if there was a candle, this becomes your breaker blocks. Right now it can be used as support. Even though we put in no candles through it, doesn't really matter. Just price action that is there and can still get respected. Apart from that, after making this high, we came down. What can you expect when you're trading above all-time highs and trading higher? You can expect a higher low and a new higher high. Well, we tried to put in a higher low. We never managed to trade above our previous high / all-time high again. After that, we just start rejecting and trading below our lows again. So internally, you're getting bearish, indicating that we're gonna need liquidity or support from the lows. Yeah, on the MACD chart, sure there is liquidity here, but because of the new listing, there isn't really anything. But this can be a zone to bounce from. Then we have to look locally if there's something we can use. Well, right here, for example, this is your last high that brought you towards a new low. If you're gonna manage to gain that and hold your demand from there on and trade higher, sure, then you can get a bit bullish again. Not a confirmed range yet. Is this? Nah, not a clean range to put in here as well. reject from. This, sure. Otherwise, this. So for some bullish confluences right now, you'll have to wait for a break on this high. Because we can just reject from here. This could be a place to start trading higher from. But if we're never gonna hold that level, we can just go lower. Maybe even below that big wick of last Friday. Well, this is not even last Friday anymore. Yeah, and then after that, there's nothing really in between, right? This, oops, 55 cent level. Then you have this whole box over here, and that's pretty much it. So if you want to do it right now, you can do it from here, but no confirmation yet. We can just go lower from here. Yeah, I would wait on a break of this level and then see what gets formed. Mino, hi gents, I can barely hear you. I forgot to take my headphones with me and I'm sitting in a very noisy Starbucks cafe. Respect to you for putting me on there. SPX, I see. Okay, let's take a look at that, brother. Pretty new coin. Surprise, surprise, the wick put in at a pretty logical level. Also still your weekly low to hold. On the 3-day, this was your low to hold. Also never got closest below that. So you can still expect to trade higher. Internally we were trading down of course, but that is fine if you're never gonna close below your low. Well, we never did, so we can still expect higher time frame upside. This internal structure is not yet broken towards the upside. This can still be a liquidity hunt. Meaning that we can trade below here, but because of the wick, a lot of liquidity has already been taken out, so who knows. Okay, I've used this already. Also mitigated this supply. This is just all liquidity. In a nice demand level. Is this valid? Did we break this low? Okay. Oh no, it's not a valid low. This is. Difficult. I don't know, I can't really say if I can agree with this range. When you're trading high, you draw your range from top to bottom. But on the 6 hour, you broke below it right here. But you already wigged it and you never broke below the wick, so a bit of a discussable one. Oh my. What a candles. The more I zoom in, the uglier it gets. Yeah, I mean right now to get bullish, let's quickly get rid of this range. To get bullish, we'll have to break this high internally, of course. We already mitigated this bigger demand, but there's a bit of a more refined one below there. If we want to take out this wick, then we can definitely take this out and create something from there. This is just a big supply we can reject from. Smaller one right here. Yeah, that. If we're never gonna manage to gain this, you can go lower. If you're gonna go lower, you can probably go from there. From there, see if we're gonna get something bullish. That's pretty much it. Thanks, no problem, Sean. Glad I could help out. I hope that answers your question, Mino. Let's quickly switch to the Nasdaq. Let's see, okay. Took that out, interesting. Let me skip this because horrible. Could be logical to look for some liquidity right now. Took out a really significant liquidity point, and as you can see, this is just one big gap of nothing before all-time highs / equals. Big resistance as well. Multiple levels. Here's your first big resistance, then right here, and then of course the resistance of the liquidity on your all-time highs. So it would not be a weird thing to look towards the downside for liquidity. Let me get rid of this. Clean up the chart a bit. Who cares? Yeah, if we're gonna lose this 1 hour inverse, then it's not looking all too good for now, of course. What did TS do? Oh yeah, that's pretty heavy. Heavy SMT. Locally and higher time frame wise. There's not any demand below the range, is there? No. Yeah, every chart looks pretty much the same with the ranges we have going on. A lot of possible accumulations we can have. Bitcoin, Avantis, just uploaded the video. Solana, XRP. Even Aster. Ethereum doesn't have a deviation yet, but of course can form it. Render as well. Yeah, so a lot of possible accumulations we can have going in the coming days. Any more chart requests? Trader Cage maybe a interesting chart that we have not looked at. No requests, but macro. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that. It's so dumb. Let's keep an eye on the Nasdaq. Launch. Mino, we're gonna have a look at that after this macro 9Q. It's so crazy that you're gonna. Oh my. How? What a fill that would have been. What are you waiting for a play? Right now, it's pretty likely that we can go lower. So of course you want to take a look towards the lows. Just inverse this for value gap. Can bring you higher if you're never gonna be bearish and ES wants to take out the high as well. But I mean ES is just way more bearish than a Q is. Already took some liquidity from the low, so also SMT's there, but you want to take a look lower. I mean, this was not a weird thing to preset, but I was not looking, so then you're not gonna be able to do something like that. Unfilled BPR. So from there you can go lower, and otherwise, if you're gonna do something like this, make a gap, inverse it and trade lower from there, sure. But right now we don't want to lose this inverse. 2-minute BPR as well. literally still not take out this data low? Just keep on SFPing our lows when we're getting close to it and pumping towards the upside. Right now it is not really a big pump, but just some eternal liquidity with your value gap to test away. Is this interesting for a play? Stop loss should be all the way over here. So towards the data, hell no. Yes, already took out these. Ah, man. Is there any more news, by the way? Let me quickly check. Nah, not really. Oh, some FOMC members speaking. Okay. Aster just got listed on Robinhood. Oh, interesting. Did it do something with the price? Nothing unusual, so. What the fuck is going on? I haven't looked at the Hood stock in a long time. I also don't have it in my watch list anymore. I'm curious about it. I'm gonna take a look at the Robinhood stock in a while as well. You expect lower, but can you do something like this? It's just not it, is it? Bearish close. If you have balls, you do something like this, but I don't. Not a local SMT. close your gap. Bit of a compression, isn't it? Yes, is so eager to trade lower, man. It's crazy. I don't know why Nasdaq is holding so strong. It also already took out this high, but sure. Still nothing. Okay, then we just keep on waiting. Oh, yeah. We're finally gonna make a decision. Ah, there it goes. Already at London low almost on the yes. Just a matter of time before NQ follows, I guess. Gold still ripping. Gold doing gold things. There we finally go. The expansion we expected. We had a bit of difficulties, but yeah, man, crazy. Oh, yeah, no weak lows als your lambda low. Okay. No shit. Let's just take a look at Robinhood. Tough. Yeah, this is so crazy. What an expansion. If anyone has chart request, once again, feel free to drop in the chat. If not, I'm also not gonna make the stream too long. Look at that, Mino. Aptos is calling for short. Okay, let's take a look at Aptos. I mean, this is not interesting right now. Oh, guess the ticker is this. Not sure. It is. Or am I still wrong? I don't know. It should be this ticker. Aptos is calling for shorts. Bro, that is crazy. This was already bearish, but it still looks so bearish. Even if it is screaming for shorts, what is there to target, right? The only thing there is this wick. Oh, I think I've looked at the charts too long today. I'm getting a bit of brain foggy things. I'm not as sharp anymore. Also, your extreme of all this local liquidity we had built is gone. Internally, this speaks for itself as well. If you want to get a bit bullish, trade above this high. Just down until proven otherwise, but also not so interesting to look at right now. Locally, everything that was the target was only here. And then the next thing is this wick, and after this wick is the other big wick. So yeah, this pretty bearish, you know, definitely. But yeah, what is there to target? If you have no targets, you have no trade, of course. Yeah, would not pay attention to this. Just pay attention towards other coins that are forming something nicely on the high time frame and are a bit more stable and not trading at their all-time lows. Interesting. Isn't Q really this strong that it just gonna ignore the fact that we have that big of an SMT and we already took out that liquidity? I mean, sure, if they want to, they can, but we took out a lot of shorters, that is for sure. A lot of people that are gonna start shorting when you're trading below this low. A lot of people that are once again gonna short if you trade below this low. So a lot of liquidity collected at the highs right now. Let's see what happens with this liquidity high. Macro is all over, so no trades until the next one, but Did ES take out London? I think just now. No, barely not. But ES took out pretty much all the liquidity from London we had built up. So if ES wants to go up from here and also wants to take out the high and Q just took out, sure, why not? If that was the goal of this down move we put in, then that goal has been completed, and we can trade higher again. Q took out the data low. Yeah. As I said, I think I'm gonna have to go outside, take a bit of fresh air. I've been behind the chart since this morning, so not really healthy to just look at the screen. As I said, I feel like I'm not as sharp anymore, so then we just have to fuel up our body and our mind with something else to get a bit sharper again. So if there are not any last chart requests, we can go after. Then just gonna end it here. Bit, and that's it. Ooh, bit. Let's see what our big friend Bit is doing. Oh Jesus, what a wick is this? Oh, New York did something crazy over there. Oh my. Okay, well, the first bit of your supply is mitigated. Bit's not too bad actually. If you want to draw in a range, this is your range. It's not even confirmed, so that is not your range. There we go. Oh yeah, on the 4 hour the wick is not there. 2 hour also not. But on the 1 and the 3 hour there's a wick in here. Combination with that high. I mean, Bit, yeah, pretty much the same as every other chart, can form an accumulation right here. Just had a crazy wick towards the upside into some supply. So that is already a bit of mitigated. Okay. Already got some rejection from there. Yeah, for now, what would you look at? I mean, this. Take out the range low once more and then maybe tap into this demand. Of course, it doesn't have to if the range low is gonna be enough. And from there, just look at the accumulation we can probably put in here. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Not any supply in here that is gonna hold you back. If there was, we already used it. Here. That's what we are rejecting from right now. Took out all this liquidity. Tap it to a supply. Right now it looks like we're gonna go towards that range low. know what bit is out of my watch list. It's not too bad. So that, Mino. Let's see, you think you took the high already? Oh no, definitely not. Oh my. This is volatility. Damn. These are pretty big candles. So, yeah, wow, what a candles. Thanks, guys. Thank you, Mino, for being here. Thank you to all the other people that have been in here. Bit of a more chill, relaxed stream. I catch up with you soon. Yeah, we'll definitely talk on Friday, and in the VIP section we talk daily. So we'll catch up in a bit, brother. Then I will see you all on the next one.